I got my first winning trade on my top one futures account live on stream this morning, and then the day was followed by a beautiful, beautiful trend. And I really want to talk about the lessons of these days and how to maximize on them and why we need to maximize on them to have a good survival rate in this industry. But first things first, like I was mentioning, the top one futures is out. So if you need an account, code Evan will get you 50% off this first week. And then if you're watching this in the future, after that sale is run out, you'll still get the best deal offered if you use code Evan. And look at that guy right there. That's just a quick testimony, but quick thing I want to look at on the bottom here. When you buy an account, any account, challenge, instant funded with Top 1 Futures, you'll also get access to this Top 1 Futures Academy, and you can see me smack dab in the middle there. I put together a little bit of a course about the VWAP, scalping it, breakouts, similar things that you'll see about my strategy on these YouTube videos, but of course I go into a little bit more in depth as it's about over an hour on this. But you also get an academy from every single guy on this chart, not just me. Joey did one, Austin did one, Thomas, Isaac, Tanner, Zach, you name it, we have something for you. There's a lot of you up in there especially, so that's going to be super cool for you guys as well who like my content on here. There's also other perspectives and lessons on the VWAP. So if you're going to buy an account, you'll get it for free, and that's the only way to get access to it, but that's just something that we wanted to add to it so you have the education to pass a challenge or to take payouts if you are going with the straight instant funded accounts. But here it is, the Project X platform. First day on the 150K instant funded account. Put up $500. It was a long on NQ. At the open, we didn't even take the most bullish move. We can go over here to the charts and you'll see, here's that afternoon dump. But coming into the open, I did want to maybe see some shorts come in today because we just had such a move down. But this yellow VWAP is the start of week. You see that's something I've recently implemented here on some of these most recent YouTube videos. It's really just anchored to the changeover for the start of a new week at 6 p.m. on Sunday. We respected it well yesterday, and now heading into the open and into the afternoon, as we could see, we respected it again. We had a strong jump at the open here right off of it. So, super clean trade there. Let's throw in our daily VWAP as well. Make that one black. But when we go to the daily VWAP, or we go to the 1 minute over here, you can see quite the rip we had higher. I didn't even capitalize on this first piece of the move. So it even goes to the small lesson, which this video isn't even about, catching all of every move. I watched this thing rip faces off for 56 points before even clicking a button. Yes, I want to long it. Yes, it clearly looks like it wants to go higher, but I don't see exactly where I should or want to get in. The one thing that you could do, I would say, the one play that I probably missed is the new high a day. Anchor the high a day view up there, and then buy it once buyers step back in. We have a clean respect of all this level here. We have New York view up, previous day's New York view up, open range high here. So you have these three levels as support, and clearly we're still making these nice higher lows. So that is a pretty nice level to buy it off of. No doubt about that. But I just thought it's a little bit high. I don't know if we actually are bullish today, but of course we were. So that's silly of me for thinking this can't possibly keep going higher, because then what do? We missed the next move higher. So this is on ES, and it looks pretty similar, but let's just go to NQ real quick. I don't think I have my markup on there anymore. But NQ probably looks even better in regards to that first setup I'm talking about here. Clear new high a day. Don't be chasing breakouts, aka also the first break outside the open range high. Let it pull back and break it on the second attempt. You still have the same level for a stop loss, same clear structure. You can anchor on a high day up there too if you'd like. And it's the same idea. Pull back, get the second leg of that trend, and you get to maybe sit through chop a little bit. I mean, that's not a little bit, but continually in profit, and then you get a nice jump up here, which is actually where my trade is. So I don't take that trade. I just take this small little pullback here, and I was able to actually put on a handoff, which I'm not going to go too in depth on because I don't really do that often. But if you put on a handoff VWAP simply just from the last time we touched the New York back here, you can see we're respecting that here and starting to turn back up. I don't know if we're going to get a full retest to this New York VWAP. There doesn't seem to be that many sellers in the market today, if any. Right, this was the biggest drop we had today. So I don't know if there's enough sellers to bring us all the way back down to this New York like I would usually like. And with this much buying pressure, it's almost just you got to follow the momentum. Don't just sit on the sidelines the whole entire time. It's okay to be patient and picky, but don't be too picky to say, no, it's still not good enough. Be willing to be wrong. Give yourself even a bigger stop loss. Say, I want to give it room to New York VWAP in case it does want to retest it. Or the open range high, I could still be involved, and I don't have to give it a tight stop that would invalidate that idea. So super clean trade there. I actually thankfully got out at the top. I actually think I have the markup over here. Another lesson within the lesson. My trade over here at the top of my head. I think there's one more that shows the picture a little bit better, where it shows you where it did go. Let's take a look at that one. So this one here pops for a new high. The quicker it moves up, the quicker I'm getting out. That's lesson number one. I was never wrong on this idea. Clearly, it was just straight profit from the jump. And yes, it's a little bit over 1R. But I'm not even looking at that. I'm just saying this is quickly moving up. These moves don't normally sustain this quick up. Even though it might move higher today, it's not going to sustain this straight elevator up. So let me just go ahead and cover my profits, because the worst thing I could have done is just move stop loss to break even here. You can see to the T. Would have just stopped me out for a donut and then ripped higher like I would have wanted anyway. So you just got to cover profits. The next thing you could do, bag your profits, let it pull back, get back in again on the next high day break over here. That's how you're going to maximize gains. And on the note of maximizing gains, as we go back to the chart here, you can see it clearly went up and up and up. And then even in the afternoon, you look, we're not even going to acknowledge that Trump pump in the afternoon, but even just this simple respect of the New York VWAP, still great long opportunities there, maybe in power hour, if you're looking for bounce plays off of here. So there really were great trending opportunities today, and it's nice to see the buyers sustain it into the afternoon. It wasn't just like a morning pump, and then we retraced it all day. But the reason I also bring that up, we could turn off this handoff, is it's almost like these days are somewhat key to maximize on, right? You don't need to have a home run day and make all of your month, but days like this, when it is clean trending, when it is clear of a certain direction that we know, no doubt we don't want to sell it, I know I want to be a buyer. I can just now look for my spots to be a buyer. We need to maximize on these days so that if it is choppy tomorrow or the next day, I don't feel as inclined to take a trade because I have money in the bank. I took a winning trade yesterday. This isn't presenting to my liking today. Okay, I'm going to stay flat until it does present how I want. But if you miss these great opportunities today and you don't make any money, then regardless of how tomorrow looks, you're probably going to want to keep on trading or even just find a trade because you're still flat. So if you can make money on the great, clean, easier days, it's going to help you easily avoid maybe those choppy, ugly, slower days. And that could really just be the key to your survival. If you can maximize on the days when you should, slow down on the days where you shouldn't be trying to maximize gains, that's the key to survival. And that's really the key to payouts. Really, you're going to stack small, consistent base hit days. And then every now and then, you'll get a clean trending day like this when you take 2 or 3 trades, they all win. That's going to be your outlier $1,000 day. But then the rest of your days are going to be 1 and done, 2 and done, up 500, up 600. But just don't expect to hit home runs every single day when not every single day trends this beautifully and continues this beautifully all day. So hopefully you guys made money today, and hopefully you guys are going to check out the top 1 futures. Like I said, 50% off right now if you use code Evan. And even if you're watching this later down the road, code Evan's still going to get you the best deal that they're offering. So make sure you check out their accounts. I have 3 150K instant fundings. This morning I had 1, but I went ahead and bought 2 more. So we only have the 1 trade today on the 1 account. But that's another thing I'm looking forward to on these top 1 accounts on Project X is the copy trading. Tomorrow I'm going to be copying 3 accounts, 150K, plenty of drawdown. I'm going to be risking about 1,000 per trade. If I win it, I'm 1 and done. I'm actually up 3,000 on the day. That's very healthy for me to just easily back off the charts and not need to overtrade because I'm up $3,000. Is $3,000 not enough for a single day's work? I think it is. So I'll easily be able to be patient for the best setup and be willing to step off once I am done with my 1 trade. But if I make $200, I'm going to want to keep on trading. That's not enough. Give me more, right? So greed really doesn't set in when I'm on my copy accounts and with the heavier size. So again, hopefully you guys will check it out. I really appreciate all the feedback, and the content that we've been putting out has been great. And I just really want to say, check out Top 1 Futures. We'll be trading live on stream every morning, again, over there. Monday through Friday at the New York Open, we'll be streaming. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. If you buy a Top 1 Futures account, for if you didn't know, you'll get a free month to our AceFX TV streams. So there you go. If you buy an account, you don't even need to subscribe. You could already get a free month to our stream. So hopefully I'll see you in there. There's no excuse not to be now that it's free when you buy a Top 1 Futures account. And I'll see you guys in there.